Hi, this is Sherry. Veronica, years ago, when we heard that Sherryann Stuart had left the streets, she's very popular. She was in the news. She was one of those movers and shakers, like one of those celebrity types in Barbados. And when we heard that Sherryann had left the street and became an apostle, man, even Antonia Todd may have turned in his grave. I mean, we were quite surprised, okay? We were quite surprised that Sherryann had made a turn. She pivoted, and she pivoted from the streets into the church. And you know me, I don't believe people change. People are who they are. You know, you have a signature, and that's what you are, or what you are. You just have to take hold of it and say, this is who I am. But in the church, there was a lot of talk of people in the church, young girls in the church, who felt that they were trapped, that they could not get out. And we knew that Sherryann was going to come up again in the news, but not because her husband, someone that she married and was always right next to her in the church, he got someone pregnant, allegedly. He got someone pregnant, and in these videos, you can see her throwing things on the outside, like when you put someone out, you throw their things out, and the cussing and the swearing and everything. And she even said that in the church, she found no solace. She was trying a thing, but that's not her place. Sherryann is for the streets, okay? Sherryann, come on now. She is for the streets, and the streets called her back. The streets are always going to call you back when you belong to it. And here are some videos where you can see that Sherryann Stuart, her last name now is Doughty. She has a hyphenated name. That's the name of her husband, who allegedly got someone pregnant, and she's there just carrying on. I'm going to play the videos, okay? Here we go. This is the first one. Okay, this is a repeat. Okay, this is probably a repeat. Yeah, that's a repeat. Yeah, that is Sherryann Stuart. She was in the streets. She went into the church. She called herself apostle. She was an apostle. She got married. Her husband sat right next to her and was in the church with her every day. There were young people complaining that they felt trapped in her church and they could not get out. And they were talking about being in the spirit and traveling, you know, like astral travel. And, you know, it was a whole mess. Even Maria Bradshaw had her in the paper, featured her in the paper. And when she was featured, we all asked, not Sherryann, not the one that Antonia Todd, you remember Antonia Todd? We talked about Sherryann and what she did when she was in the streets, and we were shocked that that was the same Sherryann that had found her way in the church, and maybe it was a money-making move, but like she said there, you know, it's not working out for her, and she's quite shocked. She's quite shocked for an apostle, someone who always talks about astral traveling and, you know, reading the scene, you know, read the room, you know. You hear people say, for someone who had all of that going on with her, you would think that she would know that you can't tame no guy. You cannot. There's only so much domestication that goes around. You cannot tame anyone that came from slavery. You just cannot. You just probably cannot tame anyone that's on this earth in this realm. But certainly you're not going to get someone who came from slavery to be subdued to the point that they're not going to do what comes natural. It's like breathing. You cannot subdue them to the point that they stop breathing. It ain't gonna happen. So he went out there allegedly and got someone that's pregnant allegedly, and she's on a warpath. She should have known. She's from the streets. She should have known. She knows what happens. She knows how it happens. She knows how it goes. So she's homegrown. Sherryann is homegrown. She should know how that should have rolled out, how it would have rolled out. If it didn't roll out that way, it means that the person didn't get pregnant. It didn't mean that he's not out there doing anything. It just means that, you know, she didn't hit it, the news didn't hit her. But she should have expected what happened, okay, if it did happen. But obviously something happened that has her all riled up. Something happened. So yeah, that was about apostle Sherryann Stuart. Remember the apostle in church preaching, Sherryann Stuart? Remember her? Yeah, the streets have called her back. This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.